All right, welcome. Today we're going to tackle something that honestly can be the difference between a great idea and a great business. We're going to demystify digital marketing. No jargon, no fluff. We're just going to break it down piece by piece and show you how to build your very own system from scratch. You ready? Let's get into it.
So it really all boils down to this one big question, doesn't it? You could have the most amazing product in the entire world, but hey, if the right people never find out about it, it's just a brilliant secret. Think of marketing as the blueprint for that bridge. It's the system that connects your value to the people who are actually looking for it.
And here's our game plan for building that bridge. First, we're laying down the concrete foundations, the stuff you just can't skip. Then, we'll map out the actual path your customers will walk. After that, we need to get people on that path, use the right words to keep them moving, and finally, install a dashboard to see how well it's all working. By the end, you'll have the whole blueprint.
Okay, first things first. Before we build a single ad or write a single email, we have to lay the groundwork. These are the 4 unbreakable pillars that everything else, and I mean everything, is going to rest on. Get these right and you're building on solid rock.
It all starts with your offer. It's what you sell. Simple as that. It might be a physical product, a software service, maybe your expertise as a consultant. This is the absolute core of what you're bringing to the table.
But an offer without an audience is just an idea floating in space. And listen, your audience is not everyone. It's a specific group of people with a specific need that your offer is perfectly designed for. The clearer you are on who they are, the easier everything else becomes. And why should that audience even care about what you're offering? It's because you solve a real problem for them. You know, great marketing isn't about shouting about your product. It's about whispering the solution to someone's pain point. So what's the pain you're taking away?
And finally, your unique value proposition, or UVP. Think of this as your secret sauce. If your offer is what you sell, your UVP is the answer to, why should I buy it from you? Are you faster? Cheaper? Is the quality just way better? This is the one thing that makes you the obvious choice.
All right, those 4 pillars are in place. Our foundation is solid. Now for the fun part. It's time to actually design the path that's going to guide someone from who are you all the way to, wow, take my money.
We call this the customer journey. Now, you've probably heard it called a funnel before, and that can sound kind of complicated. Let's not overthink it. Just picture it as a simple 5-step path that we're intentionally creating for people to walk down, one step at a time. So that path kicks off with awareness. That's just them finding out you exist. Maybe they see you on social media or in a search result. Then we spark their interest, often with a freebie, like a helpful guide. Next up is the decision phase, where we build real trust with something like an email series. That leads them to take action. Yep, they make a purchase. But, and this is huge, it doesn't stop there. The final step is retention, where we turn that first-time buyer into a loyal, repeat customer.
Okay, so we've designed this beautiful path, but a path with nobody on it? Pretty useless. Now we have to talk about traffic. This is the fuel for our whole marketing engine. It's how we get people to the very start of that journey.
Generally speaking, there are 5 main ways people show up. Organic is the free stuff. They find you through a search or your content. Paid is exactly what it sounds like. You're running ads to get in front of them. Referral is that powerful word-of-mouth magic. Email is when you're marketing to the list you've already built. And direct, that's when they know your name and type your website right in. A really healthy system is going to have a smart mix of all of these.
So, we have our foundation, we have our path, and we've got fuel coming in. Now, we need signposts. We need the right words to guide people, build that trust, and convince them to take that next step. This is the art of copywriting.
And the single most important signpost is the very first one. Seriously, in this day and age, you have maybe 3 seconds to grab someone's attention. That's your hook. If that first sentence, that headline, doesn't land, well, it doesn't matter what else you say, because nobody's going to be sticking around to hear it.
So how do you write something that hooks them? Well, there's this classic, super powerful formula. It's called problem, agitate, solution. First, you just state the problem they're having, showing you get it. You know? Tired of wasting hours on tedious paperwork? Then, and this is the key, you agitate it. You make the pain more real. Think of all the time you could be growing your business instead. See that? And then, only after they're really feeling that problem, you present your offer as the perfect solution. It works like a charm.
And beyond that awesome formula, you've got other tools in your belt. Social proof, things like testimonials or reviews, builds trust.
because people see that others have already succeeded with you. A super clear call to action, or CTA, just tells them exactly what to do next, no confusion. And scarcity, like a limited time deal, creates urgency. It gets them to act now instead of maybe later.
All right, our machine is built. It's got a solid foundation, a clear path for customers, fuel coming in, and persuasive language guiding them. The very last step is to install the control dashboard. This is how we're going to see what's working, what's broken, and how we can tune this thing up for even better results.
Let's look at the main dials on our dashboard. Your click-through rate, or CTR, tells you if your message is even interesting. If that's low, your hook needs work. Cost per acquisition, or CPA, tells you exactly how much you're paying to get one new customer. Lifetime value, LTV, is the total amount of money you can expect from a customer over time. And return on ad spend, ROAS, is the big one for ads. For every dollar you put in, how many are you getting back?
Look, you could track a million different numbers, but profitability really just boils down to this one simple comparison. Is the value of a customer, their LTV, greater than what it cost you to get them, your CPA? If the answer is yes, you've got a winning system. You have a profitable machine. If the answer is no, well, then you know exactly what part of the system needs fixing. It's that simple.
And there you have it. Seriously, from those 4 core pillars to mapping the customer's journey, getting traffic, writing words that sell, and finally measuring what matters, you now have the complete blueprint for a really powerful digital marketing system.
So, that just leaves us with one last question. The blueprint is in your hands now, the whole system is designed. The only thing left to ask is, what's your first move? What are you going to build with it?